My name is Joshua Jacks, and this is the Away Travel case study for leading organizations, and I am in the class of March of 2025. Today we're going to be talking about question number 4 from the case prompt. Using your knowledge of team building and team effectiveness, recommend how Rubio, the new CEO of the company, might build an inclusive culture at Away that engages underrepresented groups. So as a little bit of preface, Away is a direct-to-consumer luggage company that was founded in 2015 by partners Jen Rubio and Steph Curry. The company has a declared mission to create thoughtfully designed travel luggage and accessories. It has marketed itself extensively through social media and online as a company of travelers who are mission focused on making better luggage. Over the first 4 years, the company grew very rapidly and at its peak reached a valuation of $1.4 billion. About 4 years in December of 2019, the brand's image was tarnished when online reporter The Verge released an article alleging a very toxic work environment that didn't match with the curated brand image that they had been putting out on social media and in their marketing. The Verge alleged what many insiders have called Slack bullying, which was built upon the requirement that all communication internally to the company be done not through email or direct message, but instead through curated Slack channels. The Slack channels open to the entire public allowed for negative feedback to be given in a way that all could see. And one employee described this as having pants pulled down in front of the whole company. You can see here 2 examples that The Verge reported on where CEO at the time, Steph Curry, can be seen making statements that all the company could see that were negative of other employees. And another documented example, employees of color and employees of the LGBTQI community were all fired one by one for creating a Slack thread to air grievance about treatment at the company. I want to dive in a little bit deeper into a specific example of misalignment of the brand that was espoused that led to this growth of this company to a $1.4 billion juggernaut versus what was revealed by The Verge and then subsequent articles as a toxic workplace. So their approach, still to this day listed on their website, is we're travelers and our experiences inform our approach to things we make. Simply put, our luggage is designed by travelers for travelers. What was found out to be in reality was that at times the CEO, Steph Curry, would not allow PTO for leaders in the company, instead prioritizing answering calls, working long hours, and being always on. One story outlined in the Verge article detailed that a member of the leadership team, the customer experience manager, would send messages to her team at 1 a.m. telling her direct reports to share Slack photographs of themselves working once they got home. And she even then went on to share a picture of herself in bed with a face mask on, typing on her laptop. So 0 time for paid time off, 0 time to travel in a brand that declares that they are by travelers for travelers. So after the Verge article came out in December of 2019, and then subsequent articles came out in the early parts of 2020, Jen Rubio, co-founder, replaced the former CEO. And so how does she now create an inclusive Away? First of all, she must plant a flagpole of a new and inclusive Away. Her leadership must be marked by dramatic change as she's going to develop a true culture of inclusion, and her words have to be seen supported by action. So, a few recommendations. Away should commit to a corporate culture that aligns with their espoused beliefs. You can't be a company that's travelers for travelers if you never approve paid time off for your employees. That has to end immediately. Rubio must embrace the role of a transformational leader to secure both the brand image and to make sure that Away has an engaged and representative employees. And finally, everyone must see from all leaders across the company the ability to have autonomy and empowerment. So one way I like to describe this is the old way and what philosophically the new way should be. So before, all communications are open on Slack and there's no safe space. The new way should embrace the idea that you praise in public and you coach formally in private. So enabling the ability for leaders to use direct message and the company to use emails instead of posting everything on Slack is an important first step. The old way, negative feedback is given in the open air for all to see. The new way should create a formal review process led by your direct leader, and that should be done on a formal basis using some formal system that is, again, not in front of everybody on Slack, but instead in private. Again, praise in public, coach formally in private. And then finally, the old way had no advocacy for marginalized employees. Rubio should be seen from the very top of the company, creating safe spaces for employees to raise concerns. This could be the establishment of a company ethics hotline, creating roundtable spaces or spaces where people can interact with their one-up or two-up leadership to detail issues they're having with their leader. But there has to be safe spaces for employees to raise concerns about leaders not following the culture that Rubio is trying to create for the company. Then finally, I think it's important to double click just a little bit on what do we mean by saying that Rubio should display servant leadership for the entirety of the company. So servant leaders have 7 core behaviors. 3 of the most important for Rubio to transform the culture internally to the company starts with empowering others. Rubio must be seen as giving employees the power to manage their work-life balance, and she has to be able to create protections for those employees so that they feel like it is not words but actually truly the culture of Away. Creating community value, she must embrace letting the team live the values that the company espouses, and creating a way for employees to protect their paid time off so that they can travel and be the traveler their customers think they are. This could be huge in terms of creating new products or new marketing campaigns, but most importantly, this will make sure that she doesn't have to deal with workplace burnout, which could see the team leaving the company. And then finally, providing emotional healing. Through all the articles that have been posted about Away, the turmoil, the back and forth with the CEO, there is a negative ethos in the company. And to provide emotional healing, she must directly extend the olive branch to current and former employees who were hurt by the marginalizations at the hands of previous leadership. It would be the ultimate sign of change if she offered the jobs back to the team that were fired just for airing grievances related to either the color of their skin or being part of the LGBTQIA community. But ultimately, she needs to be seen by the entire company directly resolving these issues. I truly believe if she takes into account all of these suggestions, she can turn the company from the issues they were having into an inclusive culture in the way it can find that billion-dollar status that they once held. Below are a list of references I used in preparing this presentation. Thank you for your time. Away was known for incredible products, hopefully with an incredible culture that can regain their status they once held.